It's a new day.
Oh, it definitely bent it a lot. Ooh.
Just in case we want to play with that for another few hours.
Okay, well, that's promising.
Well, this is frustrating. I think they call it a pry bar. We are staying positive. This is where discouragement starts to set in. Why are you driving back and forth in front of my house? You're definitely not a fan, I can tell you that. Celebrate, celebrate. We don't even call her a cat, we call her a fat. That's the dumbest shit. Good news is I actually have access to the bolts. Bad news is, where the heck did I put the bolts? Yep, there it goes. What does it have, like 12 barbs on it? Yeah, didn't think so. Love it! Luckily, the Tractorfella Tire and Service Center is open. When you shop at the Knuckles! The Tractorfella Tire and Service Center, where we do nothing fast. This cable is not over top of its wheel. For the life of me. Greetings, folks. Welcome back to the Tractorfella Show, where we know nothing about tractors. On today's episode, we're going to continue part 3 of this super cooperative, super easy to work on, super awesome, reliable, fun machine. When we ended, I pulled the button. Did it spin? Did it not spin? I guess you'll find out coming up. Thanks for joining in. We'll see you in a minute. Well, I think it tried. That blade's still going. Interesting. Well, it started to go and then it apparently launched a belt. The belt's not broken, but oh boy, this baby is turning out to be quite the struggle. And we're back. All right, so what happened? I don't know. I pulled our PTO knob at a fairly low speed, heard a clunk, and it threw the belt. So, I'm going to put the belt back on. I'm going to take the spark plugs out, and then we're going to spin the engine using the starter motor with the PTO on, which means I'll hotwire the starter in order to get it to spin. I don't even know if we can do it, but we're going to try. Really don't expect you to see much, and there's not much excitement going on here other than me attempting to put this belt back on where it's supposed to go. Okay, so I guess a good note, maybe, question mark, is that the belt is still on the primary pulley. Didn't get thrown off there. Oh, can you see the back of my head? Oh boy. All right, so that's there. It's going around there. It's coming around here. Goes over to the other side, around that. From that pulley, it comes around front here and goes, oh no. Oh, it fell off one of the small ones on the back. That's gonna be a pain in the butt because it's not easy to get to in the first place. Ouch. I'm gonna crawl under there. I'll be right back. Just to give you a brief idea. So everything is still on except for this pulley back here. And it's a pain because there are essentially guides around that pulley that are supposed to help prevent the belt from coming off, but what they also do is they make it difficult getting on. I'm gonna go work on that, and I will see you in a minute. All right, that was not so much fun, but I was able to finagle my arm in there, get the belt back on to where it's supposed to be. I mean, everything's rotating. Which way does the engine spin? Clockwise? So I'm pulling it the correct direction. I mean, we should be good to go. What's going on here? And what's that thumping noise? What is that? I don't like it, whatever it is. I have my theory of what we're going to do. First off, what you're going to do is not what I'm going to do. Do as I say, not as I do. This could be very dangerous, and I do not recommend it. We're going to take the Gulu. We're going to put it in death mode, which means now it's just like a regular battery. You can touch the leads and they will provide power. We're going to take the Gulu and we're going to touch the ground. Just like that. Okay? What we're also going to do, we're going to turn on the PTO. I'm going to put a brick on the seat. And by brick, I mean a bag of concrete. Yep, that's enough weight. So, to recap, concrete butt PTO is going to be turned on. Gulu is going to provide power for the starter. I really hate to throw you under the bus, but I'm going to throw you under the mower, and you're going to watch for me in slow motion to see what happens. Just make sure you wear your proper PPE, put on some safety glasses, perhaps a plexiglass shield. Welcome back, folks. When we left off, I tried to hotwire the starter, but apparently it grounds itself out through some other relays. And when the PTO is on, even if you have a butt in the seat, or your simulated butt in the seat, the starter just short circuits. So that wasn't a great idea, although we tried. Why don't we pull it back out and just throw a Hail Mary at it? Well, I officially dropped the ball, tried the Hail Mary, and the camera wasn't on. But regardless, it failed again. Threw the belt off, same pulley. I'm tired of trying to fish my hand in here without any room, so we're going to take these wheels and we're going to put them back up to their original position so that we can actually drop the deck. How disappointing. Although, I gotta say, I'm glad it didn't succeed, because then I wouldn't have been able to share the success with you if we get to that point. Okie dokie. Will it lower? I guess. Well, the good news is, you know what? I'm not even going to say what the good news is, because I'm really good at jinxing things. I'll just point the camera at it and you can watch. This deck on position 3 is as low as it goes. If I go any lower, we're gonna slack our cable again. So now that I have a little working room, seems to be this one is the one that keeps getting thrown. I'm gonna work on that. No, I'm not. What I'm going to do is take the belt off the front. I'll never be able to get anything else on if it's around the front. That's done. Let's work on this super annoying pulley. I mean, I have a heck of a time getting that on there. I don't know why it's fallen off. Dang it. This goes up around the main drive, PTO. This guy goes under here. So I'm putting the one back on over here under this belt cover. Now we're going back on the primary again. When I say primary, I just mean we're putting it back on the PTO again. Okay, there. Oh good, it fell off of here. This is annoying. Everything is back on there. Plugs are out. I'm just going to spin it over. Need my simulated butt. There it is. Clicked on by itself. I pulled out the spark plugs. They're chilling up here. Now it just got stuck right there. Why are we stuck? Okay, I see the problem. Let's have a look together. If we look here, the angle of this belt comes in here to this pulley. It's riding on the top edge of this surface here. This top lip is supposed to help keep this belt on this pulley. It's almost like it's bent downward. That or the deck is improperly indexed and the deck is supposed to be at a slight angle upward. If I had to guess, it's probably the pulley, not so much the deck. Let me show you why. If we look at the deck here, the space between the front and the space between the rear is pretty much the same. The front actually looks higher than the rear. I'd have to believe that those little pulleys back there are bent down for some reason. That means probably gonna have to pull the deck back off. I'm super excited about that. But yeah, check this out. Watch when I rotate it from the actual pulley. Super grand. Going up. Oh, there's a bend in it. That's not gonna help. Maybe that's what's contributing. Yep. Idler 2. Decent and dented. That bend is pulling that belt right up off that pulley. Hooks the belt. And for some reason, it pulls it right up and off. Maybe we can just get away with bending that back up to where it's supposed to be. Want to give it a shot? I do. You see okay? All right. If I had to guess, this is probably why it got parked as well, for the plain and simple fact that they couldn't keep a belt on it. I wouldn't have thought a little bend would cause so many issues, but obviously it does. Oh, that's good. Okay. Pulling it back out. I'm getting pretty good at these mundane tasks. Pushing 80 degrees today. It's getting hot. Arms up. Come join me. So now what do? Well, something that should give us a quick fix would be just to flip that pulley over, since we know it wants to ride on the top surface there. Nope, we're not flipping that pulley over. Well, that sucks. All right, well then let's just put it back into shape. It's not perfect, but it's definitely better. And this is pretty robust plate. Let's look at it anyway. Different size, okay? So where are we stuck? Right under here. I will never get this nut back on. Got a big bushing of sorts. Boy, that is one solid piece of frame right there. I don't foresee that being bent. I don't know. I mean, look at that frickin' thing. It's huge. There's one solid member. Let's put it back onto its mount. Still have the nut. We're gonna do this the smart way. We have some movement, probably increased over the years from this just bouncing around off the belt tension. So what I'm thinking, which is dangerous, we do one of these numbers. Just bend her up a bit. Just to take the edge off of that pulley. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's get our belts on while we're ahead. So we did two things, right? Scientifically, you're only supposed to do one change at a time. Whatever, screw that. So we fixed this wheel the way it's supposed to be fixed. We also bent this up just a hair. Let's get our tensioner back to its home. That was brilliant. Yeah, we got a full 180 twist here. Well, that's because I have the belt on wrong. Okay, I'm done messing around. Let's throw her back on, see what happens. Guess what I found on the other side? How surprising. Clearly this design did not go well for Cub Cadet. Thankfully this cable is not in as bad shape as the other side. So I rolled it around a bunch of times after I attached everything. I say we try again. Here we go. Cross them all of them. I think it started, and then it killed the engine. That's why you have a governed idle. Is the belt still on? It's still on. Okay, let's try again. Well, folks, I just got a big old smile on my face right now. It kind of sucks because I mowed the lawn yesterday. Let's go find some grass. Let's see what this baby can cut.
I've never driven a mower with a deck this big. I feel like I have massive trucker hits. This should do. Let's cut ourselves a nice walking path, shall we? And we're off. That is 100% shorter than I would have liked to cut it. Oh fucking gosh.
Only mine are dieseling that time. I don't know about you, but I am one happy boy. That is awesome. This thing is huge. Sorry, I know I keep saying that. I'm sure some of you ride commercial mowers and you have batwing mowers and all that stuff. I don't. I have the Jolly Green Giant, and she's been my faithful servant since 2012. So, bit of a different experience for me. We're not done yet. One thing that will improve the cut height so that I'm not scalping the grass is that I fixed that wheel so that the cable's actually riding where it should be. That'll help raise this side up. Also, the pin that I put in there to hold the deck to the raising and lowering linkages is way too small. And then she'll get a polish. Stay tuned. Also, good news. Our 15-hour tire is now holding air. Welcome back, folks. It's a brand spanking new day. Let's get to it. Step one, we're gonna lower the deck to its bottom setting. Okay, that spring is telling me don't go any further. Step two, we're gonna get our socket and our extension and our swivel, as well as our wrench for the backside. Oh geez, I'm sorry. I just realized I set the mower deck down on your foot. Thankfully, this garage requires closed-toed shoes. Crocs have closed toes, right? I'm a funny guy. A funny guy. Dang, that one's on there. Okay, let's try again. Nope, not a chance. Ouch. Ooh, apparently there is a fray in that cable, and it just stabbed me in the hand. Oh, the cable's wrapped right around this nut. Got myself a stubby little 16. Hopefully we can fit it on there, because that's about all the room I have. Okay, I think we're on there. Find it. Found it. Oh, yeah. Okay, bolt is out. Wheel is out. Yeah, that one's in not so great shape either. Wonder how that happens. The only thing I can figure is that they slacken the cable completely, and it goes off to the side, and they go to pull it back up, and then it leaves this. See if we can straighten this out a little bit, shall we? Hopefully we can maintain some of the integrity of the plastic. I wonder if there's also an issue where the deck bottoms out, raises up, slackens the cables, deck comes back down, and that's that. Not perfect, but better. We'll just have to keep an eye on it, and if it happens again, we'll have to replace the pulleys. Maybe it won't happen again. We can hope, right? Right? That's the attitude. I like it. I'm going to pull out this pin for the cable. Pull the cable out. We're going to take a look at it and give it an inspection. Because I did get stabbed by something. Got a couple little frays here. Ah, again! I'm just going to wrap a couple layers of tape around it, just in case. A little better. That pokey is gone, at least for now. We're going to put this cable through here. Yep, we're putting it, it's going through there. It's going through, there we go. Pulley on the back side. Cable on top. Hey, that went a lot better than last time. Let's use unnecessary force and tighten it down. That would be a success right there. Sorry about bleaching it out, but that's the only way I can get you any light back here. Do you remember if this came out of here or if it came out of there? Oh, I wonder where it's supposed to go. Look, we have 3 options. I did not realize that. I don't know. Just talking out loud, I guess. Maybe today? There we go. Other pin we have to address is this one, because that guy is way too small. Just to give you an idea of size, this was actually in the John Deere tractor. It goes to this tractor. Used to be a spring in here. It was spring loaded. You could just pull it, disengage it, and it would spring back. However, I only have one. The one I've been using for the other side, yeah, small. Lots of slop on the other side, which is why our raising and lowering also does not work. I found this pin laying around, too fat, too short. So my next thought is perhaps one of the hitch pins I have for our dump carts. Let's go take a walk. Dump cart number 1. Is it our lucky day? Diameter, yes. Length? Length is iffy. Okay, we'll bring it with us just in case. Cart number 2. Do we have a pin on this one even? Yes, we do have a pin. Let's check this pin. I know. I said I'd sell this. I haven't sold it yet. In fact, I took it mudding and got it all sorts of dirty. I'll explain that story another day. Oh, no key. Disengage. This thing rolls so nicely. Comparison. No. Too large. Thank you, dump cart. On to the next. This one was actually inside the dump cart. Let's do a comparison. Oh, this might be our winner. Let's go try them all. By the way, it's possible I was using the term linchpin incorrectly. This is a true linchpin. It has the pin, then it has this guy, goes over top of it. Just throwing that out there. We can do a quick stop at the Massey, see if that lid works really well. That pin, I have a feeling, probably won't work. Oh man, it's just a little bit too big. Pin number 1. Oh man, it's so close. I can feel a couple millimeters out the other side. So sad. That leaves this beast pretty much as our only other option. Question is it going to be too long? Just a little floppy, but it's definitely better than the other one. We are pinned. Let's repin the passenger side. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. We're hoping for better lift. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, that's better. Before, I'm pretty sure that side didn't really lift or lower at all. And we'd be driving around, that wheel would be scraping the ground. I don't think it's 100% level. Now it's level. All right, I'm done playing with the deck. All right, folks, we have 4 tires holding air. We have a successfully functioning mower deck. Let's give it a maiden voyage on my lawn. We're gonna start on the highest setting possible and see how it goes. Well, let's see how we did. It's definitely a nice cut. Let's get the Jolly Green Giant for comparison, set on highest level possible, see how it does.
That was quite a startup.
Well, I'm walking this mowed path and I'm having a heck of a time figuring out which one's actually higher. I think the Jolly Green Giant is higher by a smidge, but then if you look up there, you can see it cut just a little bit lower right there where my fat finger is. For today, we're going to keep going with the Cub. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sad. I'm sad because that thing is a night and day difference from my faithful sweetheart. I did this whole area in about 8 minutes. Typically it takes me probably 15, maybe more. That deck width makes a huge difference. The pedals are fantastic, the response is fast, the steering is tight. The efficiency, I still can't get this thing to run out of gas. I did that whole thing with with barely any noticeable drop in fuel level. We'll see how far we can go on this tank. Hot start. Oh man. Just finished the front yard. Getting closer. Scavenger. Well, my mind is blown. Completely blown. I have mowed by the barn. I have mowed the front of the house, the side of the house, the back of the house. And I have about 3 more swipes to go here. And that was all done on that 1.5 inches of fuel. Unfortunately, I can't justify not using this machine to mow my lawn because I've also cut my mow time in half. Typically, it takes me 3 hours to mow our property. I'm going on about 1.5 hours right now. So the time savings alone. Is it traffic day today again? The time savings and the fuel savings is pretty impressive. So anyway, I'm gonna go grab the Jolly Green Giant and finish up. So we're trying to go kayaking, right? And what do you know? Wanted one of these for years. Seriously, we've wanted to start a garden forever. And here it is. Will it run? Well, folks, we made it back. Oh, we have the future episode right there. I cannot wait. A couple of quick notes. You put the key in the reverse in caution mode. All you have to do is touch that. Little red light comes on. You're good to go for the entire time you're mowing. Second, since this deck is so wide, I have to get used to the fact that I don't need to overlap the tire tracks. 12th, I have to get used to the fact that, no, I forgot what I was going to say. Overall, it's a great machine. However, I think we all know what this machine needs to finish out the episode and to finish out the series. And we're off. Oh man, did that clean up nice or what? Except for... Oh my gosh, look at that. Good news though. There's a clip in the top. Push down, pop it out. Push that up, pop it out. Did the same thing for both. And we're gonna clean these out. But I ain't got no gas, so I gotta go to the gas station. Oh, we have some happy boys. Ran down the road, got some gas, popped the lenses out, popped the bulbs out. Let's clean out these lenses. All right, folks, I think we're going to call it. We're all washed up. In the next episode, after the reflectors dry out and the lenses dry out, I will go ahead and show how nice and clean it looks. Okay, apparently the militia is out tonight. Okay, and we have explosives too. I appreciate you hanging in there, enjoying the Cub series. If you want to see some more from this, I'm going to do some other maintenance because I think, as much as I don't want to, I'm going to keep it. I could get quite a bit of money out of this. However, I'm also cutting my mow time in half, which is a huge savings for us. As always, in the future, if you find yourself super bored and super desperate to watch something on YouTube, swing on by. You'll hear the militia, and we'll do some more adventures. Take care, folks. Also, we need a name. The Jolly Green Giant is my green craftsman. This one does not have a name yet. Put your comments down below. We need a name for this beautiful machine. All right, folks. I said I would give you a preview as to what's coming next. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at that. Just look at it. We have some dear friends who had these machines just chilling in the garage. They got a great deal out of them. And that friend said, you know what? We don't ever use these things. You guys have some property. Take them. When they were parked, one was used quite a bit. The other one, not so much. Let's dive into something I've never dived into before because I am pretty excited. Actually, you know what? I think my wife is more excited about these. So let's have some fun. See if we can bring them back to life. We'll see you next time.